In this video, we will go over some of the formatting features in Google Sheets. Here we've got our Google Sheet example, which has some test scores, and we'll go into format, and the first one is alternating colors, which is a nice quick and easy feature that makes your Google Sheet nice and easy to read and aesthetically pleasing. It gives you some options for changing colors, and it helps when you have a lot of numbers in a large sheet, and it makes it easy to find and separate your rows. So that's alternating colors. You can also open up conditional formatting, which is another nice option. This is really helpful for separating out your test scores between strategic and instructional and meeting or exceeding benchmark. So we're going to add in a new conditional rule and change the colors. We're going to switch the color order to go from red to green. And then you can change how you want to have it read the numbers. And you can keep it at minimum and maximum numbers, but I'm going to change it to number that I choose because I want to set it at 50 and 70 and 100 so that it's below meeting and exceeding benchmark. And then you'll see it automatically reads those test scores for my pretest and color codes them based on their score. So I can see this is a pretest, and so most of my students are below the benchmark. But as I move into the quiz, I will do the same thing and set that conditional rule. I'm going to change the data range so that it doesn't read the title, and set it for the red to green. Again, switching the colors so that it goes from red to green, and changing it to read it as a number instead of the minimum value, and set it to 50 and then 70. And 100, and now you'll see the conditional formatting is working. And I can see that I have more students who are at an instructional level and are meeting and exceeding the benchmark. So I want to add this same conditional rule to my quiz 2 scores that I haven't input yet. I can add that rule in again, or I can simply add a new data range to my rule that's already there, which is a simpler step, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I clicked add a data range to my conditional rule that I set for quiz 1, and I'm going to add the data range that's in for quiz 2. And then when I go ahead and put in those scores for quiz 2, the conditional formatting rule will automatically apply to that data range, and it will code them those colors according to the conditional formatting that I had in place for quiz 1. And you can see that as those scores go in, it's automatically color coding them according to my formatting rule that I put into place. So again, this formatting rule is really helpful when you are keeping track of testing scores. It's a nice way to visually see quickly how your students have been doing and see where they are at with meeting benchmarks and needing strategic or instructional help. So again, in formatting, you can do alternating colors as a nice quick formatting feature, or you can set up a conditional rule right there under the formatting menu. You can also highlight any formatting that you've done and quickly clear that formatting out, and you're left with just your data. And any of those steps that you've done, you can easily undo. So you can go ahead and try any of those formatting tools in your Google Sheet. Don't forget to subscribe to the EdTech Team YouTube channel right here, and check out the next video in our playlist.